Are you a beginner barista interested in growing and improving your skills to become a better barista, or stand out amongst other baristas, which will enable you get promoted very fast and earn better salaries like professional baristas do? If this is you, then let me share with you 8 things that you should be focusing on doing that will help you become a professional barista within a short period of time. I call them 8 keys every professional barista needs to have so that you can be able to shine in your workplace. I have worked in a coffee shop for 6 years now. In my early days, when I decided to become a barista, I struggled a lot because I didn't know what exactly I needed to do so that I can be able to grow to become a professional barista. As most of the baristas, the moment we fall in love with coffee and decide to become barista, our main focus is about making coffee. But I've come to discover being a barista is not only about making coffee, but you need different skills that will help you navigate your way to become a professional barista. These skills I'm about to share in this video, you need them as a beginner barista looking to become a better barista or become a professional barista. Even you as an aspiring barista, you're going to need to learn these skills because most of them you can learn them before you become a barista. This will help you to get your first job as a barista. Let's dive in. First key skill that you need to have as a barista is patience. Patience is key to you as a barista because in the process of growing and also handling the different customers, you as a barista, you're going to need to develop that character of being very patient. Most of the skills while you're making coffee are going to take time, like developing the latte art skills to create the different latte art design, or testing coffee, or even milk steaming. You're going to need to be patient in the process while you're learning so that you don't give up. When you're patient, it's going to be very easy for you to handle rude customers that you're going to encounter when you're working as a barista. The second thing, as a barista, you need to be good in handling cash. Being a barista, you're going to be able to take orders, receive orders, serve the orders, and make the different transactions. This is going to require you as a barista to have good knowledge on how you can operate the cash register or the POS system. As a barista, for you to stand out, you're going to need to be good in handling cash. Even depending on the place you're working in, most of the time, if you're working in a small coffee shop, you as a barista, you're going to need even to be handling the expenses of the shop. You're going to need to know how to handle expenses and handle petty cash so that you can run the coffee shop on your own as a barista. The third skill, this was supposed to be number 1 on my list of skills, but I went with patience because this is one of the challenges I see most of the beginner baristas have. But for the third challenge, let's talk about customer service. This is the most important skill that you're going to have as a barista, and you can learn this even as a beginner barista. You're going to need to have good customer service. This will help you grow as a barista. You will be able to receive good tips from customers, whereas the coffee shop will have constant customers coming into your coffee shop because you're providing the good customer service. When I talk about customer service, this is going to require you to have good, polite communication with your customers. You're going to need to give assistance to the customers on every question they have about the items you're selling in your coffee shop or taking their orders. You're going to need to be polite, and even sometimes you're going to need to take an extra mile or do the extra work, like handling difficult customers or handling simple complaints. This is going to help you to ensure that you give the proper customer service to your customers, which will lead to most of the customers coming back to your coffee shop to enable the coffee shop to grow, enabling the business to grow and become a big coffee shop within a short period of time. So a key skill that you need to have as a barista is customer service. Then the fourth skill, and this is going to be good coffee knowledge. If you work in a specialty coffee shop, you should know the coffee industry is growing rapidly and there are very many innovations of different coffee tools, the equipment, and even the coffee beans and the different processing methods. Apart from the basic knowledge or the normal knowledge that you use on your day-to-day as a barista, learning as a barista the different coffee knowledge doesn't end. For you as a barista, if you want to stand out, you need to have good coffee knowledge. You're going to need to learn each and every day about the new things being introduced on the market so that you can be able to operate and handle every new equipment that you might receive in your coffee shop. And as a beginner barista, this is a tip for you. Every time you come across the different espresso machine, you need to do a research about it and know how to operate it. This will help you to stand out when you're given a chance of trials working in a coffee shop. This will enable you to get your first job as a barista. The next skill we're going to be talking about is speed workflow. As a barista, we work in a very fast environment. This will require you as a barista to handle many coffee orders, make them and serve them on time. Most of the coffee shop have rush hours in the morning. This is the time where majority of people have their cup of coffee. So as a barista, you're going to need to know how to operate the different coffee machines so that you can have a fast workflow, which will enable you handle this busy shift and serve coffees on time, which will make you stand out as a barista. The next skill is multitasking. As a barista, you need to learn to multitask, because most of the times, if you're working in a small coffee shop, you as a barista, you're handling each and everything in a coffee shop. So as a barista, you should know how to handle cash. You should be able to take orders and receive orders, transact the payments, and also as a barista, you can be a cleaner. Cleaning is a very important thing that you need to do as a barista. The next key thing as a barista, you're going to need to have good teamwork. Teamwork is key to you as a barista. So you're going to need to have a good communication with your team, because you're having people who are taking orders, the ones operating the POS, and you as a barista making the coffee, serving it to the different waiters, helping you to deliver the coffees to the customers. You're going to need to have good communication and be a good teamwork player so that you can have a smooth workflow as a barista on your shift. The next key skill is cleanness and hygiene. You might be surprised when I talk about cleanness and hygiene, but as a barista, you're going to need to be very clean. First thing, you're going to start with the basic cleaning of cleaning the coffee shop. It's part of your duty, if you're working in a small coffee shop, to be cleaning all your coffee shop, and also on a daily basis as a barista, it's your role to clean your coffee equipment. The espresso machine need to be cleaned daily, and even the coffee grinders. It's very important for you as a barista to have a clean working station, but also to follow up on the different product dates and the expiration dates. It's part of your duty to have a well clean and hygienic place as a barista. You need to check and clean the freezers or chillers, and also to update the different days and to remove the expired items in your refrigerators so that you can be able to have a clean and hygienic place. After understanding all these skills, then one skill that you can't overlook, and this is a very important skill that you need to have as a barista, you're going to need to learn latte art. Latte art is the bonus to every barista. Whenever you master the art of making a perfect latte art on your cup of coffee, most of the customers are going to love your coffee. You're going to need to learn the basic latte art. You can start with the heart, which is the most beginner friendly latte art design that you can start with, then grow to advanced to make other latte art designs. This is why you should watch this video next if you're a beginner. It's a full guide I've made on how you can make the basic latte art as a beginner. Within a short period of time, you can be able to make a perfect latte art on your cup of coffee. If you find this video to be useful, smash the like button. If you have any question, I always answer to every question and every comment. Link it in the comment section below. I'll be more than grateful to answer all your questions.